hey, what kind of food should I eat to make my testosterone go? What do I need to do for sleep? You're like, remove some stress, remove some of your bad habits.
Well, you don't want to eat sugar. You don't want to eat bad carbohydrates because they are only just sugar.
Agree on stress is one of the biggest things to knock down your body and break down your immune system, break down your T level, break down your body.
What kind of things are you eating that you think help support it, or not eating? Is that the more important thing? Things that you're not eating?
I think not eating is more important. And that's a good point, Jeff, that you bring that up. Sometimes it's not what we need to learn, it's what we need to unlearn.
Right.
It's not what we eat, it's what we need to not eat. It's not who we're hanging out with, it's who we need to not hang out with.
Surge, yeah.
So we look in the wrong direction so many times about what we should be doing. We always want to stack more and more and more, when sometimes you need to let go of some things. So what would you not want to eat? Well, you don't want to eat sugar. You don't want to eat bad carbohydrates because they are only just sugar. Mm-hmm. You don't want to eat food that is packaged and, you know, has a list of ingredients on it that you don't know how to pronounce. We've heard that said a lot of times. I think some people are extreme with eating, like this Liver King guy. While I appreciate his marketing, I'm never eating some nuts. I'm never eating raw liver. I'm never doing any of that. And I don't think that's necessary to reach that level with nutrition.
Right.
Like, you don't need to go to that extreme, right? You can just buy his supplements.
Mike, we're talking about how to boost testosterone, and Clark said he's bringing up his 5 tenets or your 5 pillars, right?
Yes, principles.
5 principles.
Yeah. So I was saying it's not really what you need to learn. Sometimes it's what you need to unlearn. It's not what you need to eat. Sometimes it's what you need to not eat. It's not who you need to hang around with, it's who you don't need to hang around with. There's a lot of things that we do as humans that aren't as complicated. You know, they don't need to be as complicated as we make them.
I agree with you. One of the things you were saying, which I thought was great, is what do we got to remove, not add in? That was such a different approach, because everybody's like, hey, what kind of food should I eat to make my testosterone go? What do I need to do for sleep? You're like, remove some stress, remove some of your bad habits,
remove some people.
that's
the biggest one. Sometimes we just got to cut some people off that are holding us back. And, you know, the reality is oftentimes those people are the ones that are closest to us. They're the ones that are right there. And it's like, man, I've had these conversations a lot lately with people, and it's unfortunate. We just get caught up in situations that you even sent me something the other day along those lines. You sent me a little meme or a Reels video.
It's, as we grow, I think one of the cool things that you get to do, and I do too, is that a lot of your people that you work with are at that age where time is the commodity. It's time. It's how can I better the time I have left? How do I move better? How do I live better? Because when you're 20, you don't think about those things. You think the whole world is, I got 100 years before I got to worry about that stuff. And again, unfortunately, that's not true. You know, no matter what age you are, tomorrow's not promised. But it really does, when you're on your back 9, you really kind of go, I need to eliminate people. I need to focus on what's most important and really value this time. That's what you're all about, don't you think?
Absolutely. So I wake up every day, and in my private coaching group that I have, I send a video out to all the guys, and I say, this is the day that the Lord has made, and I will be glad and rejoice in it. I'm going to get busy living. I'm going to have fun. So wherever I find myself doing, I'm doing my best to enjoy it, because like you said, I could be heading home today on the 405 and get wiped out, but I will have known that I enjoyed that drive up here. I enjoyed our time together. I'm not sitting here bitching and worrying, and complaining and looking back. I'm like right here now in this moment, because this is the moment. This is the only thing that exists in our life right now.
This moment.
You know, you have a son, he's downstairs, but he doesn't exist in your life in this moment in time. In your mind he does, like in another room he does, but as it relates to right now, this is the only thing that exists. So if we miss out on it by thinking into the future or into the past or complaining about the present, then we're missing out on the gift that the present is, right? It's a present, as corny as that sounds.
Do you focus? I want to jump back onto. I think we agree on stress is one of the biggest things to knock down your body and break down your immune system, break down your T level, break down your body. Is when the mind is all scattered and derailed, I guess you could say. Is there something that you do? And I think I know the answer to this. How do you wake up and start the day? Because I know that you said something about somebody else.
Yeah. So I have a mission and purpose statement that I designed like 25 years ago. I met with a marketing company years ago, and I gave myself the moniker before people had taglines. This guy said, you need a name for yourself. I said, I'm America's most trusted fitness professional. He's like, boom, that's it. So before all of these people had names, I was doing this because I had somebody speaking into my life. But then this is the next thing he told me. He said, you need a vision and a mission statement for your life, like every business has. And mine is to positively and powerfully affect everyone I come into contact with. So when I wake up in the morning, as many times as I can, and it's more often now than it used to be because of age, because of repetition, because of understanding, I put my feet on the ground, swear to you, and I go, I will positively and powerfully affect everyone I come into contact with today. How do I do that? I smile, I open a door, I acknowledge, I look someone in the eye, I offer a compliment. And it doesn't need to be like I'm setting off a line at Starbucks buying everyone coffee. It's just a simple gesture. So that brings it back to me. And then there's the gratitude piece, which we all know about. Man, I got a beautiful home. I got a beautiful wife. I've got amazing kids. I got great friends. I get to drive up here and train with you. I get to say hi to people and take pictures with people. I get to race home now and do a podcast. There's so much in my life. But if I focused on, I'm not making any money right now, that would ruin all of what I just said was so beautiful.
It's a great thing that you can wake up with that kind of motivation. And you guys know that I wake up early. This cat wakes up earlier on days like today because I just have to wake up, get ready, and go to the gym. This cat has to get up, get ready, drive 2 hours, and meet me at the gym. So I love that you and I still today, even though we first competed head-to-head back in the 80s, we still wake up today going, I want better, I want more. We're still those kids that are so focused. Are they taking off?
Bye, Ted.
See you later.
Tell Bess. Tell Bess.
Say your best.
Tell Bess.
Cool.
Me and Ted are speaking Romanian, so don't worry about it.
Okay, sorry. Man, that's awesome. That's awesome. But yeah, I love that we're still waking up motivated. I woke up this morning, I don't know, I finally got to sleep in a little bit, 4 o'clock. And
That's a beautiful thing.
yeah, coming off yesterday, waking up at 1:30 and on cardio by 2:30. It's like, oh, come on. But we still have the motivation, or would you say that's passion for what we're doing? But there's times that it kicks into a second gear.